Hello all, Jamie Rogers here, and today I'm bringing you some very exciting news indeed. I can finally let you know that I am bringing out my very own crafting brand. This is of course Jamie Rogers Crafts, and in it is going to be a whole host of crafty goodies. We are talking dies, stamps, stencils, cardstock, and lots of mediums too. So everything you're going to need to hopefully get really creative and get out there and do your crafting. Now, we're going to kick things off with our exclusive launch on Create and Craft TV on Friday, the 14th of June at 3 p.m. I'll also be back on, stock permitting, at 7 p.m. for the second show, and we will be looking at my essential collection of dies. Now, I don't want to tell you too much about this. I want you to see the sneaky peeks that are coming up this week, and of course, I want you to tune into the shows. But what I will tell you is there are 8 dies in the collection. There is everything you need to get crafting with. So if this is your very first set of dies, everything here is going to help you to make your perfect card, because it all coordinates, it all works together, and it carries you right the way through every level and need for your card. And by that I mean we've got borders, we've got corners, we've got focal points, we've got flowers, we've got all them finishing touches, and we've got a couple of sentiments too. So everything you need to really start from the very base of your card and work all the way through with your die cutting. On that show as well, I'll also be bringing you my very own cardstock collection too, because to me it's all about working with the right colours, building up and being able to use a cardstock that's going to take you all the way through from your mats and your layers, through your embossing, through your stamping, and importantly into construction. So my cardstock will be between 270 and 300 GSM. So every time you want to build a card blank or build a massive construction out of card, this is going to be the cardstock for you to reach for. As I said, you can still die cut it. Even the most, let's see, intricate dies like these will still cut perfectly with it. You can also emboss it for your embossing folders. You can also stamp on it, but you can still construct with it. And to me, that's really important. We need a cardstock that we can build and build and build with and know that it's going to stand up to the test of time. On top of that, so what have we told you so far? We've got stencils, we've got cardstock, we've got, oh, I didn't tell you stencils, did I? That's what I was heading to. Stencils. We have got stencils for you that will coordinate perfectly with your dies. So I'll tell you more about that on the show. But it's more really about bringing you the ability to, let's say, use a flower or a butterfly and then have that same imagery go through your stencils. It always sort of confuses me when we use a different flower in the background to what we put in the foreground. And I like the idea that we can, and this is something that's quite important to me, and you can see this for a lot of my collections that are coming up. I want you to be able to stencil that flower in the background, then add the flower at the top in a die cut form. They're not going to be the same size, they're not necessarily going to be the same image, but I want you to know that they're both a daisy, or they're both something that coordinates, and to me that's quite important. So the stencils will complement completely with the die designs, and then of course it's going to work all the way through however you wish to use them, whether that's with different mediums, or of course, as we know with stencils, we can emboss them in our machines with our rubber and foam mats. But anyway, I'm waffling now and I'm telling you far too much. I started this video saying I'm not going to tell you a lot, and here we are talking about stencils and cardstock and dies. Tune in on Friday the 14th of June, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m, where you'll be able to see all of this and lots of waffling from me, along with loads of different samples as well, not only created by me, but by our design team as well. Now, on top of that, leading up to this, because we've got a few days to go yet, haven't we? Every day at 5 p.m. on my Jamie Rogers Crafts Facebook page, I will also be sharing one of the cards that I've created with this collection, just to whet the appetite a little bit and to share with you what's coming up on the shows. But I truly hope you can join me. I hope you fall in love with this brand, and I hope you enjoy it and get creating with it too. As always, can't wait to see what you make with these items. It's always, to me, that's one of the most important bits. You know, we put our mind, body and soul into designing them and creating them and making the samples. But the best bit about this is when I get to see what you've made with it, because that's when I get to see what you interpret it as and what you wanted to do with it and how that's influenced your creative journey. And that really is my most important part. So please do share with me once you've got your hands on these goodies, and do link or tag or share or however you wish to, but just make sure I get to see what you've been creating with it. It's such a close to my heart project, this brand, and I really hope you're going to get on board with it and join in for the journey. I've got a long way to go. I'm a brand new brand that's just launched, but my aim is one day I'm going to hear one of you say, this is my favourite brand. And I've got a bit of a journey to get there, haven't I? We've got some tough competition, but that's my aim. One day, one of you, all of you, anyone is going to be able to tell me that Jamie Rogers Crafts is their favourite brand. So let's start this journey together. As I say, Friday, 14th of June at 3 p.m. on Create and Craft, and we'll get the ball rolling, shall we? And I'll be able to show you much more with this collection, as well as a few other goodies. And then from there, we've got a very exciting journey ahead of us. Honestly, I've got just so many goodies to share with you that the next few months, I think, are going to be one of the best, most creative times in my life. And hopefully that's going to give you a bit of inspiration too. And we can share this journey together. So don't forget, Friday, 14th of June, 3 p.m, Create and Craft TV. I'll see you there. And I can't wait to see what you think of this collection. See you soon.